Hey everybody, what's going on? Brendan Miller here, back with another video. It is currently winter time in Ohio, and that means a lot of the lakes in my area actually drain the water down in order to protect boats and docks from ice damage. This is a perfect time to scour the banks looking for lost fishing lures, and let me tell you, you can find some really cool stuff. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right guys, so I'm currently out at one of the lakes that I love to hunt lures at, and as you can see, the water is down, so I'm looking forward to getting a little bit of searching in today. The water is not down all the way, but I think it's down far enough right now that I should be able to find some stuff. Boom, there you go. Nice little jerkbait, first find of the year. I'll take it. Just found this right here, stuck in the weeds. Nice little creature bait. Jig head is still good, creature bait's still good. All right, I just saw this thing sticking out of the sand right here. It looks like some sort of a tail. Let's give it a little pull. Okay. Weird fishing lure. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Pretty crusty, odd looking bait, but a good sign. Again, we're starting to get into some lures. Hopefully we'll find some really good stuff. All right, found a fishing reel here. It's probably all seized up. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's pretty good. Pretty crusty again. All right, first decent find of the day right here. Check it out. Nice crankbait right along these rocks right here. It's a good sign right there. Nice crankbait, still usable. Probably needs new hooks, but still very usable. Just spotted another find right after I found that crankbait. Check this out. Spinner bait laying right on top of this rock. Hook is kind of shot on it, but I'm still gonna grab it out of here. That's a good sign. We're starting to find some good stuff. All right, just spotted something right down in here. Spotted a crankbait of some sort. Whoa, that is a crusty boy right there. But I think it's still good. Yeah, you can see. Still good. I don't know if there's any original paint on it, but nevertheless, if I put some hooks on this thing, it'll probably still work. This is actually a live target crankbait, and these retail for like 13 bucks a piece. And if I clean this thing up a little bit and put some new hooks on it, it'll work great, even though the paint's probably all gone. All right, found my first jig of the day. This one looks like it's in pretty good shape. Oh yeah, nice little jig right there, laying right on top of the sand. A lot of times I'll look right along the edge of these cattails because a lot of guys are flipping jigs into the cattails, and it's not uncommon for them to lose them. All right, just had another good find right here. Look at this, another crankbait. This is a Berkeley flicker shad, I think. Again, no hooks on it, but still in really good condition, still gonna work. That bait probably will run you 7 bucks brand new. All right, I think I just found my best find of the day. Check this thing out. Oh man, look at this. Big old crankbait. That's a Rapella, dude. Stuck up in these weeds. That's a beautiful bait. That thing is in great condition. That's a really expensive bait too. Yes! Got something right here. Looks like some sort of a spinner bait. There you go. Very crusty, but I'll wash it up and see how it looks. See that right there? Looks like somebody lost a jig. That one looks like it's in really good shape too. Let me check the hook. Boom, there you go. Hook's still in good condition, definitely usable. I'll take it. All right, just spotted something right here. What do we got? Oh, spinnerbait. Cool beans. Boom, big score, guys, right here. There's a crankbait stuck to the bottom side of this log. I believe that's a Guggen. All right, just found this crankbait right here. This was stuck to the underside of this log. Nice square bill, Guggen squad, I believe. Great square bill, really good condition. It's a great find. All right, so I'm out here at my second lake of the day. Gonna stop off here at this spot. This lake is not drained nearly as much as the first one, but this area right here gets a lot of fishing pressure, so I'm just gonna check around in some of these bushes and trees. We might be able to find something. Just spotted something else in this bush. Right there, you can see it. That's a whopper plopper. That's an expensive bait. It's probably worth 12 or 13 bucks. Boom, check that out, guys. A beautiful whopper plopper, still in great condition. These are my favorite topwater baits, so I'm super happy to find this thing and add it to the tackle box. All right, just spotted something up here in this tree. I don't know if you guys can see that. Looks like some sort of a frog. Stuck up right in the tree. I should be able to grab it pretty easily. Nice little booyah pad crusher right here. Just chilling up in that tree. Great find. All right, so I was just looking through this brush right here and I see something back in here that looks really good, dude. Look at this. Oh my word. A beautiful bait just chilling in here. Beautiful. Fantastic find. All right, just spotted something down here. You can see a little bit of red poking through. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah. Let's wash it off a little bit. Little lipless crankbait, no hooks on it, but still very usable. All right, I was just looking up here in this tree and I spotted a popper just chilling right up in there. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get that down. All right, so I got the bait down. Nice little popper right here. One of those cheaper Walmart ones, but still good condition, good hooks, good find. All right, walking along this bank right here, as you can see, there's all this burlap that helps hold these rocks in place. Well, a lot of lures get stuck there, and there is one such lure. Nice crankbait. Looks like a Rapella. I believe this is a scatter wrap right here. The hooks are shot, but the bait's totally usable. Great find. Pour off the burlap right here. Check it out. Looks like some sort of a lipless crankbait stuck in the burlap. That's a unique looking lure right there. Never quite seen one like that before. Looks like some sort of a crawfish type thing. Cool. All right, guys, so we are back out again searching for lost fishing lures. This is my second kind of full trip of the year searching for lures. The first full trip this year was absolutely fantastic. Found a ton of great stuff, so I'm hoping to do the same this trip. Gonna hit some different spots. Gonna hit 2 different lakes today, and we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm just checking this log right in here, and I just spotted something wedged right down in here. You can see right there. Let me pull it out. Nice little crankbait right there. No hooks on it, but it was just wedged right down in there, that log. First find of the day. It is cold out here, but hopefully we find some more stuff. Spotted something right here. Looks like a piece of a spinnerbait. Unfortunately, it's all rusted out, so not really worth anything. All right, so I'm just walking through these rocks right here. Really jagged pieces of concrete. Very easy for people to break off, and I just spotted a bit of color right here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Nice jig. Hooks look like they might be salvageable on it. Good find. Just spotted something right here. As you can see, these are the tassels from a jig or a spinnerbait. Let's dig it up and see what it is. Ooh, okay. Nice chatterbait right there. Hooks look like they're in good condition. That's a great find. That's definitely going in the keep bag. All right, just spotted this thing right here. Nice crankbait, just hanging out here in the open. Right there. Still in decent condition. I believe this is an Ozark Trail. Ooh. All right, there's a bunch of these sunken Christmas trees around in here, and I'm just scanning them, and I just saw something right here. It looks like some sort of a jointed swim bait right here. Yep. Still very usable, just needs new hooks. Spotted another great find right here. Look at this. A Hottentot. Great condition. Hooks still look pretty good on it, just hanging out. Things just laying out here on the surface. Boom. The great thing about most modern fishing lures is that they are brightly colored. So when I'm walking a bank like this where there's just nothing but sand and small rock, I'm keeping my eye open, and a lot of times you'll just see a little speck of color and you go over, look at it, and you'll figure out it's a bait. All right, so I'm just walking along this flat bank right here. There's not much to get snagged on. However, I did just see a bit of color right here. You can see right there, looks like a crankbait of some sort. It's a little cold out, so the sand's kind of frozen. There you go. Boom, check that out. It's a little Berkeley flicker shad right there. Great bait. These are worth like $6-7 a piece, brand new. This one's in really good shape. Great find. Just found this mess right here. A crazy concoction of weights, but there actually is a spinner stuck in here too. It's a bunch of line and weights. I'll take this out of here. The spinner's definitely, I think, still usable. Some good weights on here. Not a bad little find. Nice little spinner right there. Spotted another jig right here. Let's take a look at it. A little crusty. Oh my word. But let's wash it off and see if it's any good. Just found a nice little spinner here. Hanging out. Obviously stuck on this Christmas tree. Find a lot of these out here, but they're definitely useful. Pretty cool. All right, just checking this dock right here, and I just spotted something kind of sticking up out of the sand. The sand's kind of frozen, so it's kind of a pain to get out. There you go. Old rattle trap. Find a ton of these. They're very, very popular, but nice find. All right, so it's very cold out here, but I just found something that looks good. You can see right here a little bit of these tassels poking out. These are from a jig or a spinnerbait that's kind of buried. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Boom. Nice spinnerbait right there. Hooks look like they might be in good condition. Great find. All right, guys, I'm out here at the second lake of the day. Got the Dunkin' Donuts coffee in hand because it still is a little chilly. I'm gonna check this area out. As you can see, the water's not down quite as far as I would like, but I'm still gonna poke around and see if I can't find some stuff. We'll see what we can do. All right, just spotted something right here. Down in the water. This is gonna be kind of cold, but I'll dig it out. Nice little jig right there. Just spotted something right there too. Let me see if I can walk over here without getting my feet wet. Yep. Looks like we got a nice spinnerbait. Boom, right there as well. Nice, 2 little finds out here. Not a bad start. All right, so I'm currently checking along this bank. I hear there's a lot of brush and it's very common for people to lose stuff up in here. I just found something right here. Check this out. Nestled up in the brush. That is a buzzbait right there in great condition. Look at that. Hanging out right in this bush right here. Fantastic find. All right, so the picnic area is right over there. And so I'm over here on this little peninsula and I'm checking all of these trees because it's very common for people to make a cast, get caught up in the trees and not be able to get the bait out. I was just checking this tree right here. I saw there was some fishing line and I traced the fishing line and boom, right there. Do you see it? There she is. That is a beautiful bait right there. Nice rapella right there in really, really good condition. Again, it's been out of the water. It's been hanging up in the tree. So it's in great condition. That's like a $7 bait. Nice. All right, so I'm just walking along the bank here and I found something really, really cool. It took me by surprise, but check this out. This is a phone right here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a phone in the water. I'm pretty sure this phone is absolutely cooked because it's been underwater, but I'll take it home and maybe I can dry it out and resurrect it. We'll see once. But a cool find nonetheless. I'm maybe 10 feet off the bank and I'm not really sure how this phone ended up here. Maybe somebody chucked it in the water. Maybe they were kayaking and they overturned. Maybe they were swimming and forgot they had it in their pocket. I have no idea. I've always thought to myself that there was a possibility of finding a phone. And here it is. I found one. Pretty crazy. All right, so this is currently lure hunting outing number 3. I had the afternoon off here, so I just stopped off here at the lake. The water is down. The water is down about another 3 to 4 feet, so it's opened up a lot of new areas to hunt. And I'm just gonna poke around here this afternoon, see if we can't find something cool. Let's see what happens. All right, first bona fide find of the day. Down in this crevice right here, nice jig. I actually followed the fishing line down in there, and boom, there you go. Nice jig, still in good condition. Great find. All right, another little find right here. Nice little spinner, actually, in really good shape. Nice find. All right, just spotted something right out here in the water. Looks like a jig of some sort. I'm just gonna pull it in here with a stick because I don't feel like getting my hands freezing cold. There you go, nice black and blue jig. The hook looks like it's in decent shape. Good find. All right, so I'm following this bank right in here and I came across this briar patch and I found a spinner hanging out in the briar patch. Nice spinner right there. All right, just spotted something right here. As you can see, this is a spinner. It needs a little cleaning up. It needs a new hook, but this is totally a usable bait. All right, so I found some fishing line here and I was just kind of pulling around on it and up came this little jig right here from the mud. It's in flawless condition. The hooks look beautiful. Great find. All right, so I'm just checking this picnic area right here, as you can see, and I just spotted something right out here. Looks like some sort of a swim bait. There's just a little bit of a gleam right there, so I'm going to use a stick, try and pull it out of the water here. Here we go. Nice little jointed swim bait right here. Very, very cool find. Laying in the mud. All right, so I'm just checking along this bank, and as you can see, there's this burlap-like material. It's been laid down to help keep the rocks from moving. Well, over the years, this burlap has come loose, and so a lot of people snag lures on this because once you get a hook in this stuff, it's very hard for it to come off. I was walking right along this burlap, and boom, right here. Found a nice little crankbait stuck in the burlap, see if I can get it off. Nice little crankbait right there. Probably needs new hooks, but nice little find right there. Cool little crankbait. Just found this little guy right here. Little body of a spinner, just needs a new hook, and it's good to go. All right, so I'm out here searching, and I just came across something really, really cool. Check this out. See that right there? That's a tackle box of some sort. Look at that. Either a tackle box or a toolbox. Let's bring it over and see if there's anything in it. Here we go. moment of truth. Oh yeah, look at that, dude. There's stuff in here. What? There's some power bait. Some crusty old worms. There's a pliers. Some weights. Some little clips. What else is in here? More weights. Something, I don't know what that is. More lures. Little fish grabber thing. Little pliers. Some little jigs. And a fingernail clippers. That's crazy. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Some of these lures are probably still usable. Like these grubs are probably still good. This is little clips. Got some weights. Got 2 pliers. I'm gonna go ahead and take this because there's definitely some usable stuff. Sadly, there's no crankbaits in here. I was kind of hoping it'd be full of crankbaits and spinners, but that's a pretty great find, honestly, to find a tackle box that still has stuff in it. Pretty cool. All right, so this next spot we're gonna hit is a camp. All right, so the next spot I'm gonna hit is a place where there are a lot of there's a lot of activity, and that is the campground. As you can see, there's a campground right along the lake. A lot of people come here to camp, fish, swim, boat in the summer, and there's all of these docks that are available to the campers. They're all public, and so you get a lot of people out on docks. Sometimes they drop stuff off the dock. Sometimes they lose lures. It's a great place to look for stuff. All right, so I'm just checking these docks right along the campground, and I just came across this. Look at this, guys. Another phone right there. Looks like an iPhone of some sort. Probably nuked, but nevertheless, really cool find. Second phone of the year. This is pretty cool finding a phone, I'm not gonna lie. Spotted this right here. Looks like a little crankbait. Okay, that's really smart. Whoever used this, this is hilarious. Somebody put like a 1 ounce weight on the line and then put a crankbait on it. Crankbait needs new hooks, but it's definitely usable. It's a little Rebel crankbait. Just found this thing right here. I'm not sure quite what it is. Let me pull it out and look. Okay. Look at that. It's like a survival knife. It's got a hammer, a pliers. Sweet. All right, second bait of the day. Nice crankbait, just laying here on top of the mud. This one's actually in really, really good shape. That one almost looks brand new right there. Sweet. All right, so I was just pulling up this fishing line, and this thing just came up out of the dirt. Little lipless crankbait. So I just saw this thing sticking up over the mud, and I pulled it out, and it's attached to a little jig, swim jig of sorts. I'll clean it up and see what the condition is like. All right, just spotted a crankbait right out here. It's like a piece of burlap stuck in here or something. Yeah, look at that. Nice crankbait. KVD 1.5. Needs new hooks, but the bait looks like it's in really good condition. All right, so I just spotted a bait right there and a bait right there. We'll start with this bait right here. Looks like a lipless crankbait. Looks like a cheaper one, but still looks pretty good. And then the bait right here. This looks like a spinner bait of some sort. Yeah. Now that's a crusty spinner bait right there. Yeah, the hook's pretty much gone on this one. Not gonna be super usable, but this crankbait will be. Just spotted another bait right here. Little rattle trap type bait. I find a ton of these, they're very popular. Spotted something right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Another little lipless crankbait. This is a nice one. Stuck under those rocks. Alright guys, after a couple of days of lure hunting, I have amassed quite a few lures and some other objects that are pretty cool. I'm gonna show you guys, I cleaned them all up, and now it's time to take a look at what all I found. Alright, so this is all the stuff I found so far this year. Let's take a closer look. So starting off here, we have a number of jigs. Found this guy right here. Got a swim jig right here. Found a lot of black and blue jigs this year, very popular color. Little tiny swim jig right there. This is a really nice one right here. Love the colors on that one. And then a bunch more black and blue jigs. As you can see, well, focus, there you go. As you can see right there. And we also have a Guggen Squad jig right there, pretty cool. Moving over here, we got some spinner baits. Didn't find as many spinner baits this year than I usually do, but still found some usable ones right here. Got this nice Sebile one, very nice. This is by far the crustiest one I've found. It still has a good hook though, so it still is usable. Found a nice chatterbait right here, really good condition. Really nice bait. Then I found this guy right here. This is a Booyah buzzbait, and this one's in really good condition. This one was stuck in a tree, so it doesn't have much rust on it at all. Really nice bait. Moving over here, I found this multi-tool. It's like a knife with a hammer and a pliers. It works really, really well. It's going to need a little bit of oiling, but definitely usable tool. Very cool to find that. Then I found a frog right here. This is a Booyah pad crusher. It's got this little tail on it. And then I found this thing right here. The reason why I kept this one is just really odd. I have no idea what company makes this. The funny thing is whoever was fishing with it did not take the hook protector off, so this hook up top is pretty much useless. Moving over here, I found a bunch of spinners. I find a ton of rooster tails every year, and this year was no exception. As you can see, rooster tail right there. This is actually a Mepps right here. Pretty cool bait. It's got the little rubber fish on the back. I find a lot of bodies like this where it's just the spinner body and the hook's gone, but if you just put a new hook on this thing, it's perfectly usable. Found another rooster tail right here. Right there, that one's in good shape. Found a nice Mepps, actually. This one's in really good shape. This was in a branch. And then I found this old body right here. I don't know what model of spinner this is. It needs cleaned up, but again, it's still gonna work fine if you put a new hook on it and clean it up. Now on to the crankbaits. I did find quite a few crankbaits this year. Let's go over what all I found. So first of all, I found this guy right here. This is a really nice kind of bluegill jointed swim bait. It is by Bass Dash right here. Nice little bait, pretty cool. Then I found a cotton cordell deep diving crankbait right here, pretty cool. I found this one. This is a cotton cordell, kind of their take on a rattle trap. I find a ton of these. They're very, very popular. And so it was no surprise that I found one of these this year. Found this guy right here. This is a little Rebel grasshopper crankbait. These are pretty cool. It needs new hooks though, but a pretty cool find nonetheless. Found this guy right here, another lipless crankbait. This is like a cheap, I think Ozark Trail crankbait. You can buy them at Walmart for a couple bucks. Still pretty cool though, still very usable. Found another lipless crankbait. This one is also a cheap kind of one. I think you can get these on Amazon for like $3 a piece, but nevertheless, cool little bait. Then I did find an original rattle trap. These actually are quite expensive. They're like $7. This one's in good shape. Then I found this guy right here. This is probably the best bait I found as far as just the condition. This one looks almost flawless. You can see the name right there. It's a Salmo floating Hornet number 4. These are great baits. These are worth like $7 a piece, so it's nice to find that thing. Found a KVD 1.5 right here. This one is a little crusty, but I'm definitely gonna clean it up and put it in the tackle box. I love KVD 1.5. Also found this bait right here. This is a Rapala DT, really cool bait. If you notice, there is actually a crack down the side of this thing. This bait is made of balsa wood, and my guess is that the balsa wood started to swell with being underwater so long. So I'll probably take some epoxy and kind of glue it up again, but it's definitely usable bait nonetheless. Found this guy right here, another one of these little bluegill swim bait type baits. This one looks a little bit cheaper. You could probably buy it on Amazon for a couple bucks, but nevertheless, cool little find. Found another rattle trap. This one is definitely on the crusty side, as you can see. Paint's almost all gone off of it. Over here we have another flicker shad. This one is in decent shape, a little bit dirty, needs some cleaning up and needs new hooks, but definitely a usable bait. I love the color on this thing, really cool. Then I found this thing right here. This is a very unique bait. It needs some cleaning up yet, but this one's really, really interesting. It's got kind of this like robotic crawfish design. Very, very cool. Found this guy. This is probably the crustiest crankbait I found out of the whole trip. This is an old Live Target crankbait. The original paint's pretty much all rubbed off, but if I put new hooks on it and cleaned it up, I could still fish with it because it has this nice pearl color underneath. So definitely usable. I'm probably going to put new hooks on this thing and fish with it just because these are kind of hard to find nowadays. And I like this little crankbait design. Pretty cool. Found this guy right here. This is another little rattle trap. This is like a rattle trap junior, I believe. Very, very petite little crankbait. Pretty cool. Found this guy right here. This is a tiny little stick bait. You can get these from Walmart for like $1, but it was nice to find this guy in really good condition. Found a Rapala scatter wrap. They actually don't make these anymore, I believe. So it was cool finding one of these. Needs cleaned up, needs new hooks, but still usable. Found a little popper right here. This is a cheap Walmart Ozark Trail popper, but still usable again. Pretty cool. Found this one in a tree. Good condition. Found a Storm Hottentot right here. This one is in pretty good condition. Needs a little clean. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but nevertheless, still pretty good. Nice. Found this guy right here. This is another Ozark Trail crankbait. Square bill style crankbait. Looks pretty cool. Needs new hooks, needs some cleaning, but still very, very usable again. Found another Berkeley flicker shad right here. This one is a very, very deep diving one, it looks like. Very, very cool. I love the color on this one. This one's a little more crusty, but it just needs new hooks and some cleaning, and it's ready to roll. Then I found this guy right here. This is a cheap kind of Walmart, you know, $2 crankbait right here, but nevertheless, still pretty cool, in decent shape, needs some cleaning, and again, needs new hooks, but still pretty cool. And now on to like what I consider the best finds. Found this guy right here. This is a Rapala bait. This one is in really, really good condition. This is a BX Brat number 6. Very, very nice. Found this one in a tree, so it's in really, really good shape. Hooks are still very, very sharp on it. Very cool find. Then I found this guy right here. This is a Guggen Squad square bill. Looks kind of like a KVD 1.5. Really good condition as well. And then I found this guy right here. This one's in great condition. This one was stuck in a bush, and that's why it's in such great condition. This is a Rapala Shadow Wrap right here. These baits are like $6-7. I actually throw these myself, so I was really happy to find one of these things in really good condition. It's going straight into the tackle box. And then last but not least, I found this Whopper Plopper right here. This is a beautiful Whopper Plopper in great condition. Again, I found it in a bush, so it's in really good condition. Still looks very, very nice. This is definitely gonna go in the tackle box. I love throwing a Whopper Plopper. Awesome bait. Found 2 phones this year, which is really, really cool. Found this. This is an AT&T phone. I think these are worth like $150 online. I looked it up. Found that one. Then I found this iPhone. I think this is an iPhone 7 right here. Now, both these phones have been underwater for a while, so the chances of me getting them to work again are very, very slim to none. However, I'm gonna try and dry them out a little bit and see what happens. This one does kind of vibrate when I try to charge it, so we'll see once. My hopes are not very high for trying to resurrect these phones, but it's still really cool to find phones out there in the lake. Pretty sweet. I also found this tackle box, which was a first for me. I've never found a tackle box before in the drained lakes, but this one's got some cool stuff in it. It's got some grubs in here. I think if I just dry these out, they're still gonna be pretty usable, so that's pretty cool. It's got a couple pliers in here. As you can see, it's got pliers there. It's got a little, there's a little clippers right there, and then a nice hook remover, and then some like clips of some sort, so those are definitely usable. It's got some weights, got some power bait, got some hooks. Again, it was really cool finding a tackle box with this much stuff just sitting out there in the drained lake. So one of the things that I like to do is calculate the total retail value of all the lures that I found. So if you were to go online and buy all of the lures that I found brand new, it would cost you around $260. Now keep in mind, a lot of these lures aren't brand new, obviously, but a lot of them still have value, they're still usable, and that's really, really cool. So guys, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. I highly encourage you, if you know of a lake in your area that drains during the wintertime, take some time, poke around. Not only are you able to get outside and enjoy the fresh air, but you are also able to find free fishing lures like this, and you also do your local lake a favor by cleaning some junk out of it. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more lure hunting videos, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, stay hooked. I'll see you later.